Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Malone. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
That's another Titans first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And the Titans are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. set a tone for it, and the best part, they've made it pay off.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You're set. You 18. At 55. Check back. Check back. He's checking. He's out.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check. 955. 955. Hey, alert. Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing again is Watson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
18-yard line.
34, right 34. Scoot. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check back 34.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Echo! Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic touchdown. Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Come on. 34, right 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. No chance. Hey, check right 34. Mike, 34.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I got you. I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to Gallman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
36-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on second down, Watson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. To throw is Watson on third down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Watson. Benjamin's got it. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check 54.
On 3rd down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Kill. Turn up.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now. Going to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Colts.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
26. And no time now.
They'll try the air now with Watson, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards.
56, 19.
Down.
Let's go right here now. Hey, switch gears. 59. Hey, alert. 9, go.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And Gibbs got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a look at the backup Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
24! Go! Line up, go!
Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third and long, it's Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
They can't hang with us. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Check 24, over. 54.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Shift. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
36.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Titans 35, Colts 7.
This is it. 19. Watch twist.
From the 41, Watson. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Gallman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Shakes off the sack. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Set, ready. Set, number 57 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Hurry. Set,
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
That's 54. Watch 55. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 52.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Ito Smith. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
3rd and 2, Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Situation, let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
31.
Take 4, take 4.
And an alley to run. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Watch the run, watch the run. It's south, baby.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
18, 55. All right, 59. Let's go,
now a give to Jacobs running right.
Watch the twist.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Oh, and now he bowls him. He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it cost him. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a carry for Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine. They all be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. This death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give me.